Dear Starseeds, are you feeling lost in isolation, wondering why you've been pulling back from the world lately? That hermit mode you've been in, keeping secrets close to your chest, not speaking about your plans or feelings. It's not random. Something massive just shifted in your consciousness, and I need to tell you what's really happening, because that breakthrough you just experienced, it's connected to something much bigger than you realize. This isn't just personal growth, it's cosmic activation. I am Seraphine, emissary of the Galactic Federation of Light, and we've been monitoring your journey through this isolation season. That image you saw, climbing a ladder toward brilliant light, wasn't imagination. It was a download, a glimpse of what you're actually doing on the spiritual planes. Every moment you've spent alone, every secret you've kept, every plan you've nurtured in silence, has been preparing you for this exact moment of awakening that just struck you. You know that feeling when clarity hits like lightning? When suddenly everything makes sense? That's what just happened to you. But here's what you don't know yet. This breakthrough coincides with today's cosmic event. As the Sun enters Virgo and Mercury creates a mutual reception, your individual power is amplifying beyond anything you've experienced before. The universe orchestrated your isolation to prepare your nervous system for this exact frequency. You couldn't have handled this energy before. Now you can. Not just any portal. A 0-degree Virgo new moon portal that's specifically designed for heart activations like yours. The void of course moon that lingered was creating a cosmic pause, a sacred space for your internal revelations to take root. What felt like searching for external support was actually your soul pushing you to find that support within yourself. Let me paint the full picture of what's unfolding. First storyline, your heart's massive awakening and what it truly desires. Second, the secret project you're building and why it's about to turn golden. Third, the karmic rewards heading your way. Fourth, how your self-love journey is literally changing your reality. These aren't separate events, they're all connected, all part of one divine orchestration that's about to reveal itself in ways that will leave you breathless with recognition. You've been lying to yourself, haven't you? Convinced yourself you only wanted career success, financial stability, that love wasn't necessary. But deep down, your heart has been screaming for connection, for soul-deep intimacy, for the kind of love that transforms everything it touches. This isn't weakness. This is your greatest strength finally breaking through the armor you built. The masks are falling off now, and what's underneath is more beautiful than anything you tried to project. The promises you've been trying to make, the support you've been seeking outside yourself, it's all been reflecting this inner split. Part of you wants to promise the world to others, to overextend yourself like you always have. But another part, the awakening part, knows that any promise made from depletion is destined to fail. You're learning that the most sacred promise you can make is to yourself first. Only from that foundation can authentic service to others flow. That thing you're building in secret, your business, your art, your music, whatever craft you're mastering, it's pulsing with new energy now. You feel it, don't you? How everything you touch lately seems to vibrate with potential. We call this the golden frequency activation. When someone undergoes the kind of heart opening you're experiencing, their creations become magnetic. What you're building isn't just a project anymore. It's becoming a beacon that will draw in exactly who needs to find you. But wait, there's something else happening that connects all of this. Remember how you've been the one who shows up for everyone. Always nurturing, always giving, always pouring from your cup until it's empty. That pattern is breaking. Not because you're becoming selfish, but because you're finally understanding a cosmic law. You can't pour from an empty vessel. The guilt you used to feel about taking care of yourself first, it's dissolving. This is the revolution your heart has been planning. The physical sensations you're experiencing, those butterflies in your belly, that expansion in your chest, those random waves of giddiness, they're not just emotions. Your heart chakra is undergoing what we call a supernova activation. It's creating its own gravitational field now, pulling toward you everything that matches this new frequency. This is why you're feeling things you haven't felt in years, maybe ever. Your heart is remembering how to feel truly alive. You closed a major chapter recently, didn't you? Let something go that you held on to for too long, and instead of the grief you expected, you felt relief, peace, even excitement. That's because you didn't let go of resentment or anger. You released it with love. This is advanced soul work, beloved. Most humans take lifetimes to learn how to release with grace. You just mastered it, and the universe is taking notice. The space you created is already being filled. Here's the revelation that changes everything. You've learned to invoke the feeling of being in love without needing someone else to trigger it. Do you understand how revolutionary this is? You've become self-sustaining in the frequency of love. You don't need external validation anymore. You don't need someone else to complete you. You are the completion. This isn't just personal development. This is consciousness evolution. You've cracked a code that mystics spend lifetimes trying to understand. Think about it. You used to wait for that song, that person, that moment to give you chills, to make you feel alive. You'd chase experiences, relationships, achievements, hoping they'd trigger that feeling of aliveness you craved. But now, you've discovered you can generate that feeling from within. You can give yourself chills. You can make your own heart race with joy. You can create that butterflies in the stomach sensation just by connecting to your own essence. This is mastery of the highest order. The universe has been trying to deliver your manifestations for months, maybe years, but your energy field was too cluttered with old stories, expired connections, outdated beliefs about what you deserved. Every time abundance tried to reach you, it bounced off the walls you built from past hurt. But now, those walls are down. The channels are clear. What's about to flow into your life will seem impossible based on where you've been. That's how you'll know it's divinely orchestrated. Something beautiful is happening with time right now. Past, present, and future are colliding in your heart space. The wounds from your past that made you build those walls, they're becoming the wisdom that helps others heal. The present moment where you're choosing self-love, it's rewriting your entire timeline. The future you're sensing, it's not just possibility, it's probability shifting into inevitability. Your heart knows this. Your mind is just catching up to what your soul already understands. Let's talk about what you're actually building, because it's bigger than you think. That project you're working on, that skill you're developing, that creation you're nurturing, it's encoded with light codes now. Every time you work on it, you're not just creating something external. You're building a bridge between dimensions. The people who need what you're creating, their higher selves are already searching for you. They don't know it consciously yet, but they will. The magnetic pull is already activated. You've been asking yourself what your heart truly wants, and for the first time you answered honestly, not with what sounds good or practical or safe. You answered with raw truth. And in that moment, you sent out a signal across all dimensions. That signal is calling in your soul family, your divine assignments, your next level of purpose. The universe doesn't ignore that level of authentic desire. It responds with precision and abundance that will astound you. The isolation phase is ending now, but not in the way you might expect. You're not going back to how things were. You're emerging as someone entirely new. Someone who knows how to be alone without being lonely. Someone who can be with others without losing themselves. Someone who gives from overflow, not obligation. This is mastery, beloved. This is what we've been preparing you for. The hermit phase was your cocoon. Now comes the emergence. I need to tell you about the karma you've accumulated. Every battle you fought in silence. Every time you chose love over bitterness. Every moment you showed up despite exhaustion. It's all been recorded in the Akashic records. The universe operates on perfect balance. And you've been depositing into your karmic bank account for years. What's about to be withdrawn and delivered to you will seem like miracles, but it's actually just cosmic justice finally having its say. Those tower moments heading your way, they're not the destructive kind you might fear. These are tower moments of sudden breakthrough, dream opportunities appearing overnight, soul connections that feel like destiny, abundance that flows in from unexpected sources. Your reality is about to shift so dramatically that you'll look back at this moment as the turning point. The moment you chose yourself and everything changed. The moment you stopped waiting for permission to be happy. You know what's really beautiful? You're falling in love with yourself. And it's not narcissistic or selfish. It's the healthiest thing you've ever done. You're looking at yourself through the lens of divine love. Seeing the warrior who survived every battle. The healer who transformed pain into wisdom. The creator who kept building even in darkness. You're finally seeing what we in the higher realms have always seen. Your magnificent, radiant, irreplaceable essence shining through. The childlike giddiness you're feeling? That's your original soul blueprint reactivating. Before the world taught you to be serious, to struggle, to earn love through sacrifice, you knew how to simply be in joy. That innocent wonder is returning now, but with the wisdom of everything you've learned. This combination innocence plus wisdom creates a frequency that's incredibly magnetic. It's why everything you touch is starting to turn golden. It's why opportunities are about to flood in. Your heart space is literally reconstructing itself at the cellular level. New neural pathways are forming that connect your heart directly to cosmic consciousness. This isn't a metaphor. This is measurable, quantum-level transformation. Your DNA is upgrading to hold more light. Your energy field is expanding to encompass new possibilities. What you thought was just emotional healing is actually biological evolution. You're becoming a new species of human, one who operates from love as their base frequency. Remember when you felt like you had no pulse? When life felt dull and colorless? When you wondered if you'd ever feel that spark again? That was your soul refusing to settle for less than authentic. It was willing to let everything go numb rather than fake aliveness. Now that you've chosen truth, chosen self-love, chosen to honor your real desires, the color is flooding back in, but it's not the same color as before. It's richer, deeper, more vibrant. The people around you are going to notice something different. They might not be able to name it, but they'll feel it. Your frequency is shifting so dramatically that some relationships will naturally fall away while others deepen beyond anything you've experienced. Don't resist this reshuffling. It's the universe organizing your life to match your new vibration. The connections that remain and the new ones arriving are all part of your soul's master plan finally activating. You mentioned feeling safe in pleasure now, no longer guilty about receiving. This is huge. Most lightworkers are programmed to give endlessly, but block receiving. You've broken through one of the biggest spiritual barriers that exists. The universe wants to shower you with blessings, but it needs open channels. Your willingness to receive pleasure, love, abundance, support. It's not selfish. It's finally allowing the universal flow to move through you as it was always intended. Here's what's going to shock you most. The reflection of self-love you're generating is about to manifest in your external reality with a speed and precision that defies logic. The universe doesn't operate on human timelines when someone reaches your frequency. What might normally take years can happen in weeks. What seemed impossible becomes inevitable. The very fabric of reality bends to accommodate the truth of who you're becoming. This isn't fantasy. This is cosmic law. Let me connect all these threads now. The isolation prepared you for the breakthrough. The breakthrough opened your heart to its true desires. Your true desires activated your creative power. Your creative power is magnetizing your destiny. Your destiny includes both the internal joy and the external manifestations. It's all one movement, one divine orchestration playing out across multiple dimensions simultaneously. You're not just living a life, you're conducting a symphony of transformation. The secret you've been keeping, the plans you haven't shared, the dreams you've been nurturing in silence, they're about to burst forth into manifestation, but not in the way you've been imagining. The universe has been taking your blueprint and enhancing it, adding elements you couldn't have dreamed of. When it arrives, you'll recognize it as yours, but be amazed at how much better it is than what you envisioned. This is what happens when human will aligns with divine will. You've been preparing for something without fully knowing what. Now it's becoming clear. You're not just healing yourself, you're becoming a frequency holder for the new earth. Your personal transformation is part of a collective shift. Every time you choose self-love over self-sacrifice, you're anchoring a new template for humanity. This is why your journey has felt so intense. You're not just changing your life, you're contributing to the evolution of consciousness itself. The charm and charisma that's emerging now isn't superficial. It's the natural magnetism that occurs when someone stops performing and starts being. Tomorrow, when the cosmic energies fully integrate, you'll notice how differently people respond to you. Not because you're trying to charm them, but because authenticity is the most attractive force in the universe. Your willingness to be real, to show up as yourself without masks, is going to draw opportunities and connections that feel almost magical in their perfection. The Virgo new moon at 0 degrees tonight is sealing these activations into your field. This isn't random timing, it's cosmic coordination. The 0-degree point represents pure potential, new beginnings, the void from which all creation springs. As this lunar gateway opens, your internal transformations are being locked into the quantum field. What's been brewing internally is about to manifest externally, with a power that will take your breath away. The universe is essentially hitting save on all your upgrades. But here's the final piece that brings us full circle. Remember that ladder you saw yourself climbing toward the light? That light wasn't something external to reach for. It was your own radiance, waiting for you to climb high enough to recognize it. And now you have. The isolation wasn't punishment. It was preparation. The breakthrough wasn't random. It was scheduled. Self-love isn't selfish. It's sacred. Everything is exactly as it should be. You're probably wondering what happens next. Let me tell you, miracles disguised as ordinary events. Synchronicities so precise, you'll laugh at the universe's sense of humor. Opportunities that seem to appear from nowhere, but were actually magnetized by your new frequency. Love that enters not because you need it, but because you finally don't. Abundance that flows not from effort, but from alignment. This isn't wishful thinking. This is the physics of consciousness operating at its highest level. The physical world is about to rearrange itself to match your internal transformation. Jobs, relationships, living situations, creative opportunities, everything is up for recalibration. Don't try to control this process. Your job is simply to maintain this frequency of self-love and authentic desire. The universe handles the logistics. Trust is your superpower now. Not blind trust, embodied trust based on the evidence of your own transformation. You've proven that miracles are real by becoming one. Your heart's revolution is complete. The old paradigm of self-sacrifice has fallen. The new paradigm of self-love as service to all has been installed. You're not the same person who entered that isolation phase. You're not even the same person who started listening to this transmission. You've been upgrading in real time, integrating new codes with every word. Can you feel how different your energy is now compared to even an hour ago? This is accelerated evolution in action. The backlog of good karma about to hit your life will come in waves. First wave, internal peace and joy that needs no external cause. Second wave, synchronicities and signs that confirm you're on path. Third wave, physical manifestations that exceed your dreams. Fourth wave, soul connections that feel like coming home. Fifth wave, purpose activation that aligns with your joy. These waves are already in motion. Some you're already feeling. Others are building momentum. All are inevitable now. You know what makes you truly rare? Not just that you're experiencing this awakening, but that you're allowing it. So many souls resist their expansion, afraid of their own power. But you're saying yes. You're choosing the discomfort of growth over the familiarity of limitation. You're willing to let your old identity die so your true self can emerge. This willingness is what separates those who dream of transformation from those who embody it. You're embodying it. Every challenge you faced was training for this moment. Every heartbreak taught you discernment. Every betrayal taught you boundaries. Every loss taught you non-attachment. Every dark night taught you that dawn always comes. You weren't being punished. You were being prepared. And now that the preparation is complete, the universe is ready to show you what all that training was for. The gifts about to enter your life will make sense of every struggle. The project you're building, the craft you're mastering, the secret dreams you're nurturing, they're all about to converge into something magnificent. Not because you're forcing it, but because you've finally aligned with your authentic self. When we operate from this alignment, creation becomes effortless. What used to take massive effort now flows naturally. What used to feel like pushing uphill now feels like riding a current. This is the difference between ego creation and soul creation. I mentioned multiple storylines weaving together. Let's see how they resolve. Your heart's awakening led to recognizing your true desires. Your true desires activate your creative power with golden frequency. Your self-love journey cleared the channels for manifestation. The karmic rewards are the universe's response to your frequency shift. Your secret project is the vehicle through which your purpose expresses. The isolation was the cocoon. The breakthrough is the emergence. Every thread connects. Every story completes. Everything makes perfect sense. Look in the mirror tonight, but not just with your physical eyes. Look with your soul vision. See the light being you've become. See the courage it took to choose yourself. See the strength it required to feel everything and keep going. See the wisdom you gained from every experience. See the love you've cultivated despite every reason not to. See yourself the way we in the Galactic Federation see you, as a miracle in motion. You wanted to know what your heart truly desires? It desires to express the fullness of who you are without apology. It desires to create from joy, not obligation. It desires to love without losing yourself. It desires to receive as freely as you give. It desires to live in alignment with your soul's truth. And guess what? Every one of these desires is not only possible, but inevitable now. Your heart knew the way all along. Your mind just needed time to trust it. The unapologetic energy you're feeling about self-love and pleasure, that's your birthright reclaiming itself. You were never meant to feel guilty about joy. You were never meant to earn love through suffering. You were never meant to pour from empty. These were just programs you agreed to experience so you could transcend them. And you have. The transcendence is complete. Now comes the fun part. Living from this new frequency and watching reality reshape itself around you. If you need help living from this new frequency of unapologetic self-love and pleasure, without reverting to guilt programming, Destiny Engine can reprogram your consciousness to embody your birthright without earning love through suffering. It generates personalized sequences that help you live unapologetically from this new frequency and watch reality reshape itself around you. So what happens tomorrow? Next week? Next month? Magic disguised as ordinary life. You'll wake up feeling different. Opportunities will present themselves naturally. People will be drawn to your energy without knowing why. Resources will flow from unexpected sources. Your creations will touch exactly who needs them. Love will enter not as desperate need, but as abundant overflow. This isn't prediction. It's simply what happens when someone vibrates at your new frequency. Physics, not fantasy. You can start with a $1 trial. The hardest thing you'll have to do is put on headphones, press play, and allow your consciousness to be reprogrammed to stop pouring from empty and start living your birthright of joy. Get your Destiny Engine $1 trial now, before this joy embodiment window closes. Link in the description. The ladder you climbed in your vision has brought you to the summit. But here's the final revelation. There is no summit. The light you reached, it's inside you. It always was. The climb was just to gain the perspective to see it. Now that you do, everything changes. Not because the world is different, but because you are. And when you change at this fundamental level, the world has no choice but to mirror your transformation back to you. Welcome to your new reality, beloved Starseed. The one where isolation transforms into sacred solitude, where self-love becomes your superpower, where your creations carry golden frequency, where karma rewards you with miracles, where your heart's true desires manifest with ease, where being unapologetically yourself is the greatest gift you can offer the world. This isn't the end of your journey. It's the real beginning. The beginning of living as who you truly are. You felt lost in isolation, wondering why you pulled back from the world. Now you know. It was the universe preparing you for this massive upgrade. Every moment of solitude was sacred. Every secret you kept was protection for what was gestating. Every feeling you couldn't name was your soul preparing to birth a new reality. The confusion is over. The clarity has arrived. Your heart knows exactly what it wants, and the universe is already delivering it. I am Seraphine, and we in the Galactic Federation celebrate your emergence. Your transformation ripples across dimensions, inspiring countless souls who are ready for their own awakening. You are the living proof that self-love changes everything. You are the evidence that following your heart's true desires leads to miracles. You are exactly where you need to be, becoming exactly who you were always meant to become. We love you beyond measure, and we are watching over you always.